Now let's get started on this intense rivalry between Naomi and Jade Cargill in the WWE. This rivalry has been building for a while, but is now erupting in the most exciting way imaginable. You might have missed how this plot has subtly emerged as one of the greatest things happening in WWE at the moment if you weren't paying much attention. It has everything: vicious attacks, social media warfare, unexpected comebacks, and a personal touch that gives it a genuine feel. Let's take a closer look at everything, starting with Jade Cargill's incredible comeback and ending with the mounting tension that could lead to something major at WrestleMania. It all began during the Toronto Elimination Chamber event. During the Women's Elimination Chamber match, Jade Cargill, who had not been seen on WWE television since mid-November, made an unexpected comeback. As she charged into the melee and immediately focused on Naomi, the crowd roared. The focus was immediately on Jade and Naomi, but Liv Morgan was also present and sold the mayhem like a pro. Jade wasted no time in launching a brutal attack on Naomi, kicking her viciously against the steel wall at her side after throwing her through one of the chamber pods. Jade made it obvious that she wasn't only back, but that she was back with a vengeance as she left Naomi crumpled on the mat. In the subsequent SmackDown broadcast following Elimination Chamber, Jade maintained the momentum. Bianca Belair was recently informed by Naomi that Jade was, in fact, the enigmatic assailant who had been hiding in the shadows. Jade didn't tolerate that. She publicly criticized Naomi once more, reaffirming her power. This wasn't an isolated incident. Rather, it marked the beginning of a larger conflict that has been intensifying both inside and outside of the ring. However, social media is where things have gotten very juicy. By exchanging jabs, these two have escalated their animosity to X and beyond, giving this plotline more depth. It all began when Naomi's father-in-law, Rikishi, offered his opinion on his Off the Top podcast. He made some jabs at Jade's behavior and threw his support behind Naomi. Jade, who never backs down, shot Rikishi in the face. "I don't give a damn at Rikishi. Your daughter was dead wrong, and she's going to get everything coming to her," she said bluntly. That is a declaration of war, not merely a reaction. Quick on the draw, Naomi clapped back, telling her to keep Rikishi out of it and claiming that Jade was almost dead. You could feel the tension building, and it only got worse. Jade wasn't finished. "Unfortunately, you didn't complete the task," she retorted. "Keep in mind that I'm going to beat your ass out once more. F him and F you." That kind of unadulterated emotion is what gives this feud a personal, rather than merely staged, feel. However, Naomi, she's not simply playing defense. She's a skilled troll who went above and above. She updated her profile photo to a picture of Jade sprawled on a car on all of her social media platforms, including Instagram, X, and others. It's an amusing flex, a visual insult that conveys the message: I'm ahead. Not to be outdone, Jade changed her own profile picture to a picture of herself on SmackDown laying down Naomi. Fans are hooked to their TVs because of the back and forth. But Naomi wasn't done yet. In response to Jade's taunt, she dropped the mic with a phrase that had everyone talking. "I'm going to send your jacked, big back, ragged ass back to where you came from once my neck is healed." She went there, I see. Naomi prodded the bear without saying AEW, alluding to Jade's previous involvement in All Elite Wrestling in a way that was both subtle enough to avoid legal repercussions and obvious enough to spark interest in the wrestling community. That is extreme disrespect, and it is the sort of stuff that feeds fan division between AEW ardent supporters and WWE devotees. It's a clever move that's paying off. This feud has been heating up all week, and as of Thursday, March 13, 2025, just a couple days shy of today, March 15, it's showing no signs of letting down. The timing is ideal since WWE loves to create spectacular moments for the biggest platform of them, and WrestleMania season is quickly approaching. The fact that this is uplifting both women is what makes it so captivating. Let's face it, since rejoining WWE, Naomi hasn't got much to get her teeth into. She returned for the Royal Rumble, joined forces with Jade and Bianca Belair for a 6-woman tag match at WrestleMania, and competed in Backlash as a member of a triple threat for the women's title. She felt like an afterthought in the final one, though, as Tiffany Stratton took center stage and even took the pin. Over the course of the summer, Naomi's progress stagnated. Naomi was left waiting after Jade left TV in the midst of mixed reports. Some claimed she was hurt, while others claimed it was a plot point. But that's not to disparage her. Her performance as Trinity in TNA was outstanding, demonstrating her talent as a top performer. But up until today, something has been lacking in WWE. This feud with Jade is putting a fire under her, and the heel shift is an interesting twist. Naomi has been a babyface, the glowing feel-good audience favorite, for the most of her WWE career. Although I may be mistaken in the comments, I can't think of a noteworthy heel run for her in the WWE, but this is new ground and interesting. She is taking full advantage of the opportunity to redefine herself and display a more edgy, nastier side. Conversely, WWE has been putting a lot of effort into promoting Jade Cargill as the golden child. The corporation has stated that they consider her as a potential megastar, and everything she touches turns to gold. Her reappearance at Elimination Chamber was a statement rather than merely a cameo. WWE wants her to shine because she has the appearance, the presence, and the in-ring skills to support it. It benefits both parties to pair her with Naomi in this feud. Naomi gains a prominent platform to demonstrate her place in the upper echelons, while Jade gains a respectable opponent to demonstrate her power. Beyond the action in the ring, this conflict is compelling because of how authentic it feels. The social media exchanges aren't simply fluff. They're personal, pointed, and packed with heat. Naomi's AEW jab was brilliant because it capitalized on the tribalism of the wrestling industry in a way that makes people speak. This is being devoured by diehard fans, the ones who live on X, reading every thread and analyzing every plot point. And that represents a sizable portion of the audience in 2025. It's more difficult than ever to distinguish between casual fans and the online wrestling community. Whether they are browsing Instagram or delving deeply into dirt sheets, everyone is online these days, although wrestling is covered by mainstream media. I work for Newsweek, so I know the real heart of the business is on social media, where stories like this are reported live. Using social media as a storytelling medium as much as a promotional tool is something I'd love to see WWE focus on more in 2025. Jade and Naomi are doing it correctly. They are developing personalities, raising the stakes, and giving this conflict a sense of life and vitality in addition to simply exchanging victories in the ring. You are drawn in by the gritty reality that is added by the mystery attacker theme, which involves Naomi exposing Jade as the culprit and Jade doubling down with more beatdowns. It becomes almost theatrical when you include scenes like Jade laying out Naomi in a parking lot. This type of narrative blurs the boundaries between truth and kayfabe, which is when wrestling is most effective. This is a make-or-break situation for Naomi. She has a genuine chance to become a legitimate heel and a top-tier WWE talent, but she must perform flawlessly. Naomi has the attention she needs since Jade is a big deal, and anything involving her gets the red carpet treatment from WWE. She has the potential to steal the show if she can direct this social media heat into her in-ring performance. Jade, on the other hand, is ready to continue climbing. She is an unstoppable force and a juggernaut, and WWE is obviously preparing her for something big, like a championship run or a major WrestleMania event. From here, where does this go? This feud seems ripe for a major blow-off, and WrestleMania is only a few weeks away. Will Naomi be able to fulfill her threats before her neck heals? Will Jade continue to dominate the industry? The best part is that we're addicted even though we don't know yet. Bravo to both women for starting the fire, and for giving this a sense of urgency and personal connection. We're chatting because they're living their roles, not simply acting them out. What are your thoughts? Is Naomi getting the spark she needs from her heel turn? Is Jade able to maintain her invincible aura? Leave your comments below. I'd love to hear them. I'm excited to see where this conflict goes since it has a lot of traction.